A used car, a pre-owned vehicle, or a second-hand car, is a vehicle that has previously had one or more retail owners. Used cars are sold through a variety of outlets, including franchise and independent car dealers, rental car companies, buy here pay here dealerships, leasing offices, auctions, and private party sales. Some car retailers offer no haggle prices, certified, used cars, and extended service plans or warranties. Depreciation levels of vehicles differ a lot in exporting and importing countries due to differences in income levels. The price of a vehicle depreciates faster in high-income countries than in low-income countries. Used vehicle sellers in high-income countries can thus sell their used vehicles for a higher price. In low-income countries, this is the incentive to export used vehicles. The major car exporting countries are Japan, the EU, USA, and Canada. In the EU, 60% of used cars are marketed in other EU countries. The used car exports in the EU are focused on East Europe, the Caucasus, Central Asia, and Africa. In the US, used vehicle exports are focused on Mexico, Nigeria, and Benin. The African continent gets 90% of its imports from Europe, and many of these cars would not meet European emissions. Established in 1898, the Empire State Motor Wagon Company in Catskill, New York was one of the first American used car lots. The used vehicle market is substantially larger than other large retail sectors, such as the school and office products market and the home improvement market. With annual sales of over $350 billion United States dollars, the used vehicle industry represents almost half of the U.S. auto retail market and is the largest retail segment of the economy. In 2016, about 17.6 million used cars and trucks were sold in the United States, and 38.5 million were sold worldwide. The Federal Trade Commission recommends that consumers consider a car retailer's reputation when deciding where to purchase a used car. In 2006, an estimated 34% of American used vehicle buyers bought a vehicle history report. Vehicle history reports are one way to check the track record of any used vehicle. Vehicle history reports provide customers with a record based on the vehicle's vehicle identification number. These reports will indicate items of public record, such as vehicle title branding, lemon law buybacks, odometer fraud, and product recall. The report may indicate minor, moderate collision damage or improper vehicle maintenance. An attempt to identify vehicles that have been previously owned by hire car rental agencies, police and emergency services or taxi fleets is also made. Consumers should research vehicles carefully, as these reporting services only report the information to which they have access. In some countries, the government is a provider of vehicle history, but this is usually a limited service providing information on just one aspect of the history, such as the United Kingdom's Ministry of Transport history. The U.S. Department of Justice's National Motor Vehicle Title Registration System has only about a dozen approved data providers, about half of which sell car history data to consumers. The rest work only with car dealers. None of them are currently free of charge to consumers, and many are not free even to the car dealers. The Better Business Bureau recommends using one of these approved data providers when researching a used car. The history reports use several sources to gather the data for each vehicle, including the police, the driver and vehicle licensing agency, finance houses, the National Mileage Register, insurance companies, and industry bodies. Several of the services, most notably those in the United Kingdom and the United States, sell reports to dealers and then encourage the dealers to display the reports on their internet sites. These reports are paid for by the dealer and then offered for free to potential buyers of the vehicle. In the UK, the DVLA provides information on the registration of vehicles to certain companies for consumer protection and anti-fraud purposes. Companies may add to the reports of additional information gathered from police, finance, and insurance companies. Car history check services are available online for the public and motor trade customers. In India, Parivahan, a government-owned Ministry of Road and Transport Highway Authority, is responsible for providing information related to vehicle registration and service history. Used car pricing reports typically produce three forms of the pricing information. The growth of the internet has fueled the availability of information on the prices of used cars. This information was once only available in trade publications that dealers had access to. There are now numerous sources, such as online appraisal tools and internet classified ads, for used car pricing. Multiple sources of used car pricing means that listed values from different sources may differ. Each pricing guide receiving data from different source